Hey everybody, Danny from NYCfigs here, and in the spirit of summer solstice, and thanks to my friend Raphael, I was inspired by Raphael, I decided to do a video tour of my orchard here in New York City, and I think you'll like it. But I'm going to flip this around, and here we are. So it's kind of big, so I got this split up into three sections, and it's pretty much the west side, the east side, Central Park, and you could add uptown and downtown in there too. But this is the and that's, oh, look at this, we have a guest. That's Carmine there running up the west side. But this is the infirmary, and I hate to put it like that, but this is where all figs that are no longer useful, this is where they come and spend the rest of their days, and we try and nurse them back, but if not, then we make them as comfortable as possible, and that's it. Bye bye, see ya. And I think that's what's gonna happen to all of these guys. No life. But watching over the infirmary, we have Jolly Tiger right here. So this seems to be the shadiest spot that we can get, and you can see that the leaves are not as white as they should be, and I think it's because it gets a little bit too much sun than it should. And otherwise it's doing pretty good. But otherwise JT watches over the infirmary all the time, and you can see right there, look what's hiding right there. It's a big one. See it? There you go. That is a big one. Nice, very nice. But it's a nice breeder. And so also over here on the west side, this is the heart of the whole operation here, and this is what really keeps everything going. And we'll just open it up quick, and that's our watering station. It's just a simple Melmore timer, nothing commercial, nothing fancy. I just did a little plumbing out of a book. I'm not a plumber, and that's what we got, and it works great, and that feeds the whole system. I still fertilize by hand, but yeah, that's it, Carmine. We're not gonna throw rocks, right? So coming at it, these guys actually made it out of the infirmary, and these are two, I believe they're green figs. They were given to me by a neighbor. I've become somewhat of an orphanage, and people just dump figs off here, and when I get them, I mean, when I tell you these things were a mess, just a dried up root ball, and look at them now. So they're doing great, and we don't know what variety they are, and it's going to be interesting to find out. Come on, Carmine, let's go. And coming up the west side here, see, we have mostly 20-gallon pots, a couple of 2 gallons here, and a lot of young ones. Negretta, here's Frank Salerno, got that last year, and long yellow. I can't wait for this one. The leaves on that, beautiful, nice and thick. It's not even like a real fig tree. It's unbelievable. Look at that, fantastic. But Galacia Negra doing very well. Alicia Negra, and this guy is not even going to make it to the infirmary, but this is my panache, and it is not doing well. And you know, I was going to put it out to the curb. It's in a 20-gallon pot, and as soon as I started talking about putting it out to the curb, wouldn't you know it, boom, it starts developing figs. And you can see him up there. Look at that, son of a gun, huh? So you heard me, but I think it's too little too late, and I'm going to try again with a new one. All right, moving on. You see there's a lot of air layers set, and instead of just topping the tree, and this thing's got to be 10 foot. So we're just gonna top it like that, and I guess this will be cuttings material later on. But this is cucumber, which a lot of people think is L'Ange Vial, and somewhat agree. Moving on, we have Stella, and I'm not going to go through every single variety here, but you can see the west side is packed. All right, now we move on to Central Park. And we have here Smith. And we just have little figlets here and there. There's nothing really great, but she will produce, definitely. Love my Smith. There you go. Fix it good, Conway. These are extras over here. All different varieties. Euro 600M, a cucumber, Old Broken Italian, and you know, this cucumber is a year old, and look at this thing, it's taller than me already. Not that I'm not that tall anyway. But also in Central Park, we have, back up so you can take a look. See that? That's the Cuttings Locker. And what this is shade cloth on here. I believe it's 30% or 70%. It blocks out 70%. It blocks out 30%. And you open it up. This is all about cuttings. And the noobs. All the new additions and the cuttings go in here. After a while they come out and they get distributed. But these are on, you can see these, I forget what they're called, but they open up when they heat up. There's a wax inside that cylinder, pushes the top open. Two of them, it's pretty cool. It works great. But this is where I do all the potting and the mixing of the fertilizer. And there he is again. Oh my, keeping me company. Thanks, buddy. Come here, Carmine. All right. Now moving along here in Central Park, we have a bunch of 5 gallons on this bench. And I'll show you what I did here. This is a Desert King, and honestly, I think it's a Desert King knot. And if it doesn't produce this year, if it doesn't do what it's supposed to do, I think most of you know what I'm speaking about, it's going. It's out. Gone. But, yeah, one of these on here. This was a variety from Cousins in Malta. I think, you know, like I said, I've become an orphanage, and so I get these cuttings, and nobody knows what the heck anything is, and I just grow it out. But it hasn't produced any figs. So instead of throwing it away, I started grafting onto it. And like I say, I got about 4 different varieties on here. Nothing sprouting on here yet, but they're all still alive and look like they're doing well. So here's a beautiful Diplodania. Well, it's beautiful when it sprouts anyway. I kept it over the winter. Can't believe it's still alive. But this is Uptown, let's say. In Uptown we have my great-grandfather Pietro's fig tree. So this is what got me started. And this is the bug out tree. This is if anything ever happens bad, this is the tree that I'm taking with me. God forbid. But this is it. Beautiful. What is it? I don't know. But it's delicious. Dark fig. But here is the citrus, gold nugget. Have some Moro blood orange, improved Maya lemon. And this, that looks familiar to you, right, Conway? It's a kumquat. When I got this out of storage this year, I put all these citrus trees in storage every season. And this one came out with kumquats on it. Didn't know it was supposed to be 5 in 1. That's how I got it. And yeah, little Carmine came and ate them all. So it wasn't on the ground more than 5 minutes, and he ate all the kumquats. And now here we see all these little guys, and all of these guys were tissue cultures. 2 years ago, I believe. Tiny, tiny little plants. That big. Look at them now. Beautiful. Beautiful. I think there's a fig in there too. Somewhere I saw one. Look at that. There you go. right there. It's wonderful. There are 3 or 4 different varieties in there: Texas Everbearing, Magnolia, Hardy Chicago, Desert King. So I use them for rootstock, giveaways, gifts, and yeah. There you go. There's another graft. It's doing very well. This one too, right next to it. 2 grafts doing fantastic on this tissue culture rootstock. Good stuff. So now, I mean, we also have up here, we have peppers, all hot peppers. These are all peppers. Over here, peppers. Now I'll leave those flowers alone now. That's gonna be fruit, yeah. Here's garlic. Now this garlic was gifted to me, and it's an old strain. It's been in someone's family for I think more than 100 years. So I'm not growing it here to get any garlic, just keep it alive. I'm gonna bring it to our orchard upstate and hopefully plant it there next season. But I think it is alive. I think we're doing a good job. I hope. But there's some strawberries, and we'll come down into the rest of Central Park, and you see more shade cloth there. What I do here is, so when the cuttings are a little bit bigger and they come out of the locker, I put them under here. They stay nice and shady, and they do very well. So if anything is ever sick, it also goes in here first, in the shade. Here's a triple crown blackberry. That's doing great too. Some extra vegetables, and so we come over here, and what do we have but Dominic? The Dominic. And this is, man, I hope you can see that in there. The structure of this tree is beautiful. It really is. And I think this would be a great bonsai variety. You can see it a little better right there. Look at that, how that grows. But that really is a fantastic thing. Very productive too. And here's Maltese Falcon. And this is our favorite, Corinth. Beautiful fig. Yellow fig, amber interior. And here's I-258. Very productive. Right next to it, Violet de Soleil. And she is loaded right now. She does very well. But we love these 2 varieties right here. And moving right along, there's Col de Dame Grise. Unifera. No Braber figs. But it's doing fantastic. And there we go. This is the heart and soul of Central Park right here. Look at all those figs. It's beautiful. And it's got about 50 different varieties on the front and back of this. Most of them are young, and this is where this is our testing ground. Right there. That's doing well. But this is where I think we test for flavor, and if we want them, and if not, they kind of move out from here. And this is the east side. You see that Strawberry Verte, another one of our favorites right here. And take a look in there. All these skinny guys grow, and the tops reach over that fence. But yeah, we kind of sort them out from here and decide what we want to keep and what we want to get rid of. Moving on to here, this is, I guess you can call it downtown, Lower East Side, of course Chinatown area. And what would you find in Chinatown? But if you read that, Wuhan. Nice Chinese fig, and look how that grows. That is a weeping fig if I've ever seen a weeping fig. I got it on that crappy metal garbage pail, but it does good. And this is our only in-ground, Sweet Diana. And I don't know if you could if you could see in here, but we trim it back to these knobs. Yeah, every year. And there's about 5 of them. And so we don't worry about the breeder crop, but as these branches grow, we trim them down, just rub them off, and then some of them we leave, and then the ones we don't like it, so like this one we'll take that one off, and maybe the one I'm holding right here we'll take off, and man, it does great. It does great. But I mean, we've learned to do this. I think I actually saw a method of pruning this on YouTube, and that's why we do it. But no good for the breeder crop, but for a main crop, man, it does great. Very productive, and got a ton of air layers set on that. We'll give away a lot of this one. But hey, that's it. Great orchard. All right. See the rest of the east side up there. Very nice. But that's it. So this is Danny from NYCfigs and Carmine. All right, you say goodbye, Carmine? Hey, Carmine. There he goes. See you, buddy. Ciao. All right, everybody have a great day. Enjoy your summer. Bye-bye.